Alright, so humanity has achieved some pretty incredible things. We supposedly evolved from primates, created nuclear weapons, sent rockets into space, and now we're planning to colonize other planets, wars, battles, and so on. Games played a huge role in our development. It's our way to enjoy our free time, to explore fictional worlds, to discover deep stories, maybe to just show off our skills and such, or to just scare the shit out of parents for unknown reasons. All these examples fall into specific game categories, but there is one category, a category so rich that almost every month its games receive thousands of dollars from their fans. Of course, I'm talking about gacha games. A system so advanced that it allows you to spend 10 days grinding resources just to press a button and get a 3-star spoon or your 47 duplicate character. Basically making you throw all your heart, achieve money and time to anime models with pretty questionable physique. But today it isn't about those gacha games with complex gameplays that all you can see on screen are flashy colors and phone numbers, but instead we will be focusing on one particular game that stood out the most recently, Umamusume Pretty Derby. Is the glorified country of Japan, the widely known powerhouse of Eastern Asia that does not need any introduction when it comes to culture. Stuff such as geishas, karate, sumo, cosplay, anime attract the Westerners into thinking that Japan has the most skyrocketing ideas ever. Horse racing was no exception, as many people grew up with watching this national sport, cheering on professional horse riders and their respective horses. According to my most trusted friend nowadays, Google, this sport was introduced in Japan in 1861 by the British? Now imagine someone somewhere in Tokyo in a boardroom pitching this idea. Okay guys, hear me out. What if we take the famous racehorses from Japanese racing history and combine them with the only thing that keeps our economy afloat? Anime girls who run races, and after winning they perform idol concerts. And right at that moment the boss called security to escort that person out of the building, and the money were used instead to plant sakura trees in all of Tokyo. Except no, the entire company actually went. Oh my god. This could probably be a good summary of how Umamusume came to life. Legendary racehorses from real life are reborn as anime girls with horse ears and tails ready to spawn and entertain a new generation of furries and therians. They train, they race, they become idols and sing for some reason. And somehow this game made billions of dollars. Now, this is the part where you might be questioning, how do you play this game? Well, fear no more, cause you, my friend, you are the one who can change the fate of these horse girls. In Umamusume Pretty Derby, you play as a trainer. Wrong image. In Umamusume Pretty Derby, you play as a trainer at the Tracen Academy. Your job is to take one horse girl and guide her through a training career. When you press the play for the first time, you're thrown into a cutscene that presents a race between these legendary horse girls. After the games give you all the answers, it definitely leaves no room for further questions. The menu screen shows up and holy shit. That's a lot of buttons. We will go over all of them in a bit, but for now let's focus on the career button. As you begin your adventure in this game, you'll notice that you can select the ultimate girl for your horse girl, either winning Ura Finale on solo mode or the Unity Cup in a team made out of other horse girls. Now sadly I'm not very good when it comes to explaining, so I'm not gonna go in depth about them. But what I know is that it's much simpler this way, as each teammate can give you boosts and more training stats. The other option, I've never tried it, so yeah, go figure it out. I do have time to teach you about it. When you wanna start a career, you gotta choose one horse girl to change their future forever. You have a large variety of characters, each with different unique names such as Gold Sheep, McQueen, Special Week, and this name, each with their own running styles, aptitude, stats, and power level. Some of them are front runners, some are just space chasers, and some of them are just bullshit. Right after you decide which horse girl shall be chose for the title of your apprentice, you need to establish your horse girl's legacy, that I actually have no idea how it works. I guess it has to do with how much boost you get on the basic stats or something, as all I do is just put random horse girls from either my team or just permanently borrow from my good old pals. Up here we have a percentage scale made out of circles and geometry figures that is supposed to tell you how good your choice is. We will meet this scale more frequently as we start training the horse girl. From top to worst, the symbols are full coin, Dorito, and a stick. After you decided the legacy of your future apprentice, you have 6 slots that can be equipped using cards. Each card has a symbol on the upper right side that represents one of the 5 stats that you have to train your horse girl. We will see those in a bit. And these cards serve as a boost or a bonus for your Uma, as if you choose the most suited cards for your Uma, the better your boost stats and skill become. When you press the start career button, you're greeted by a nice lady named Tazuna Hayakawa, who is the secretary of the school's director Akikawa that for some some reason does not appear in the anime. Seriously, this bugs me every day. Wait, is that a cat on her head? What the fuck? They will give you the basic rundown on the game and explain what are you supposed to do. Each playthrough is a training run that lasts around 3 in-year games. During that time you manage things like speed, stamina, power, guts, and intelligence. Each stat can be upgraded by just clicking on it, and if you're wondering why intelligence is a stat, honestly I have no idea either. Maybe it's the ability to know how to run. Every turn you choose between things like training, resting, hanging out with support characters, or entering races, and the trick is balancing your stats before the major races. Up here we have your Uma's energy bar, next goal, and how many days of training left. These are crucial infos that will help you strategize the best plan. The energy bar decreases depending on how much effort your Uma puts in her training, but it can also be refilled by just resting or spending time with your support characters. Make sure to not overtrain your Uma though, because if you do so, she can get damage that affects her career. Your ultimate goal in training should be to get as much stats and levels as possible. Otherwise, you have a high risk of your stats to be bad. And if your stats are bad when the big race arrives, well, congratulations! Because your carefully trained champion finishes 12th place. Shut the f*** up! And gets overtaken by someone named Moist Eyes. So everyone here knows how bullshit that idea is, that this game is mostly based on RNG, because you can have your stats maxed out with 3 full coins and still lose to characters that barely meet the standards required to enter the race. Or just be a lucky ass bitch like me, have 2 Doritos and 1 stick and stats and still win the Ura finale. Every run is different because of random events. Characters can gain skills, develop relationships, or get special bonuses. Your support cards influence which training options becomes powerful. As in any good gacha game, people started competing in having the best horse girl that universe has ever seen, because the developers of this game were kind enough to give you as a reward a rank for your hard work and dedication in raising a horse girl. Reaching grades so high, the developers had to include a special grading system that starts with you from urgently take a shower. There are spreadsheets, strategy guides, star calculators, probability charts, websites providing help with anything needed for your horse girl to become the best they can be. Now you might be thinking, well, this game seems easy enough to farm. All I need to do is train my horse girls non-stop and advance their ranks, right? Wrong! Because there has to be a handicap to prevent you from doing it. See those bars? These are your stamina as a trainer. Whenever you run out of it, you cannot train your Uma, and these are the rounds you're allowed to compete against other teams. But don't worry! After 10 minutes or so, you take a chill pill and return back to be the supreme leader of your Umas. Now let's see the other options. As you enter the game, you'll notice downward some options: Enhance, Story, Home, Race, and Scout. Enhance is where you upgrade your horse girl or support cards, turning your Umas from your average review on Overwatch 2 to apparently the highest grade they can achieve. 3 stars. Why are there 5 stars if you can only achieve 3? You can also upgrade their potential level in unlocking more skills by using shoes and banners? I mean, not gonna lie, I'd love to run wearing some Jordans or equip myself with your average Terraria shoes you can buy from your local Goblin Tinkerer. Your second option is Story, and it's self-explanatory. You read stories, I think. Honestly, I never clicked on it to see what it does. The home option is the main panel of the entire game, in which you can find all the main buttons for settings, friends, and the other bajillion ones that I never clicked on and I don't know what they do. The race option mostly consists in multiple challenges. You can either face up against another team of horse girls that for some reason will always win even though their stats are lower. Also, why the f is your team so demoralized? How can you be demoralized when you run? Why do you need to be optimistic when you run? Why do you need fear? And the last option serves as your gambling room. By gathering enough diamond carrots, you can scout 10 different horse girls. Remember those friendly support cards that I mentioned like the 10th time throughout this video? Yeah, you must also gamble for them. These two are the main reasons why this game requires grinding, despite the fact that you can easily obtain those carrots. You could be scouting more than 15 characters and still not receive your favorite banner. But that's fine, because as a true gamer you face it like a man. At least you're not getting another Nekomata. After every win, your character performs a concert. Imagine if after winning the Olympics, athletes suddenly launch into a synchronized K-pop concert with flashy lights and higher electricity bills than the entire economy of Mexico. But honestly, these songs are actually really good, with bangers filling your core with thoughts of accomplishment when in reality, all you did was just press random buttons. And honestly, I really enjoy it. I mean, I wouldn't have done this video if I didn't. This game really knows how to get your attention. And the best part, this is a free game, so everyone gets to play it, so it's our game. The mechanics are catchy, the character designs are good, the music is amazing, the community is okay for the most part. But overall, I think if you really try this game, the experience will be fairly enjoyable. I know with this video I didn't even scratch the surface of how many functions this game has, as this video serves more of my personal experience rather than explaining how this game works. I'm just going to let you figure it out. I won't go much into more detail about this game, but if you haven't tried it yet, you should. Also, if you enjoyed this video made by someone that barely knows how to speak English, you should stick around some more. Good luck pulling for your favorite Uma.